of, in a random survey of 226 college students, listen, 20 reported being only children with no siblings. Give a 90% confidence interval for the proportion of students nationwide who are only children. So here's how this works. You're going to follow these steps here. Your first step is to define your P. So, defining P. What is the actual true parameter that we're interested in knowing right here? What are we actually writing the interval for? It says give a 90% confidence interval for what? The true proportion of students nationwide who are only children. That's what your P is. That's how you define P. So you start off by defining P. And you write it like this. You always call it the true proportion. Does it say parameter values? It's the true proportion of students I'm just writing down right there. Thanks. The true proportion of students nationwide who are only children. Step 1. Step 2 says to do what next? Find P hat. Y'all can answer the questions. Find P hat. That's okay. Yeah, go ahead.
It's recording.
P hat is equal to what?
20.
Well, how do you find P hat? P hat is X over N, right? So how many people reported being only children? You were right. 20 out of how many total people? 226. Let's get that as a decimal. So 20 divided by 226. We'll say go to 3 decimals, 0.088. That's 0.0888. 0.088. Second step. Third step says to find what? And Z star comes from the confidence interval. What confidence do I want here? 90%. Do you remember how to find 90% confidence?
Yeah, if you make a bar.
So let's draw a curve.
Curve, yeah.
And inside the curve, what percentage do I want on the inside?
90.
90%, right?
The side, 5 and 5.
So 10% on the outside, so it's 5 to both sides, right?
Yep.
And we're calculating up to this positive value, so we're going to do inverse norm of
95.
Good. Inverse norm of 0.95, because you're adding up the 5% plus the 90% to get here, right?
You get 1.645.
Thank you so much, Angel. You get 1.645. So that's your Z star, 1.645. It's a critical value. Next thing, find the standard error, or find the E. To find E, you need this. E is equal to Z star times the square root of P hat, Q hat, divided by N. So we need to find the P hat, Q hat divided by N part, right? So that's equal to this right here.
Wait, I'm confused now.
E is equal to, we said Z star was what? 1.645 times the square root of. Yes, Shelby. P hat is what?
9.95.
What is it? P hat.
Is it? I don't know. 0.088.
0.088.
Wait, oh, you subtracted from
Yeah, and then how would you get Q hat?
0.088.
So 1 minus 0.088, which is 0.912. So Q hat is 0.912 over your N, which is 226.
Do we do that?
Yeah, we can actually clean up E now. So multiply 1.645 times the square root of 0.088 times 0.912 divided by 226. I get this value right here. I get E equal to 0.03,
1.
yeah, 1.031. That's E.
All the way for that little number?
Yep.
I'm pissed.
0.031 for that little bitty number. Now, the last step after you find E is find the interval. Well, the interval is equal to this right here. P hat plus or minus E. What's our P hat?
0.08.
So that's 0.088 plus or minus 0.031.
Is there a way to shorten the interval, or do we have to write it out?
What you mean?
I mean,
now we need to
P
actually write the
plus or
interval.
minus E
Yeah.
equals interval.
So we're just gonna write it like this now. 0.08 plus 0.031. What does that mean? That means do 0.088 minus 0.031 to get the lower bound. So the lower bound is equal to this right here, 0.057. And the upper bound is equal to 0.088 plus 0.031, which is 0.119. And this is the interval right here.
You don't have to put that in. It's just
That's it.
lower number.
That's all you got to do.